Hello, my dear friends. It's Andrea here. I would like to talk to all of you who found me on Twitter, on YouTube, or on other channels and consider joining Patreon. And why do I talk about it? Because we had some joiners that had certain expectations, and I would like to be very clear about what cannot be offered, because yes, I talk each month about the offering and the activity on Patreon, but I would like to provide clarity also on what Patreon cannot do for you, so to speak, such a membership. For me, it's very important that the people who join Patreon really get value out of it, and I do my best for this to happen. Therefore, I would like to avoid any disappointments. So first of all, it's the format in which the material is delivered. I do have this financial calendar concept, and the ones who really follow me since a while noticed that it evolved. It changed in time based on your feedback. Thank you very much for that. But new joiners would expect it to change entirely due to various reasons. It will be difficult to do that. I do not say that I will not consider any change, but big changes would really require a learning curve, especially for the people who are used with the format. I know I make extensive use of colors, and I explain the significance of them. And this is basically, for me, a concise way to convey very comprehensive information, because you would have the specific influences on a certain coin in a calendar, but also the market as such. And it's important to take all of them into account. A lot happens, and I would like you to get this transparency, what comes from where. Of course, also in terms of accurate timing, it makes sense that all these are separated. The symbols are explained. I do have training materials for that. Everything is free, basically, in terms of training. I do have videos and written material that I published before, and I will tweet them again repeatedly to all my new followers. We do provide here also the weekly reports, especially for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and even altcoins. This would change from one month to the other this year, and this way you do get already to know what is the format and if it suits your expectations. So it's like you can follow this week by week and have your best judgment if you would like to join or not. But please don't expect that I would change the symbol, the way that I represent the financial calendar, because it would have really a big impact. Again, I am open to adaptations, to small changes, and should we really need to iterate on this and consider a totally different representation, especially based on feedback for people who used it longer and who have a clear reason for that, I would be very open to consider it. And I don't want this video to be too long. It's already longer than I wanted, but I do have another topic as well. I also had recently, but not only recently actually, some expectations that people would learn astrology from this Patreon membership in the gold tier or in the silver tier. I do not offer that. So I want to be very clear about this. Of course, you could, have a hunch and steal some information astrologically, but how I see the service, it is more for traders, for financial investors in general, who want to get, a second opinion on the markets, especially when interesting events happen, and yes, we can't really predict 100% the market, we all know that, but we do our best to get the best glance at it. Again, I avoid astrological terms as much as possible, still mention the planets and positive, negative influences, but this is not a course of financial astrology for astrologers. So I hope I was clear about that, and again, this is for me important, so that I clarify these expectations, we set the expectations properly, and you also know if there is something for you in this Patreon membership or not. Thank you so much for your attention, and until next time, be joyful.